Our next speaker is Dr. Laura Greene, who has associations with University of Illinois and the University of Florida, and in 2015 became the chief scientist at the National Magnetic Field Laboratory.
Thank you very much. It's just a real pleasure to be here. I'm also the president of the American Physical Society, and so Roger and me are representing this more than 54,000 person society. And based on the other talks, I would recommend that you go to aps.org and you can learn all about education, diversity, international, all kinds of wonderful things, and contacting Congress. So I would really recommend you go to that site. It's a terrific organization. Now, I'm just going to talk about my own love for science. And because I was kind of hardwired for science, very, very young, I would just look at the stars and be so enthralled. And I remember specifically, it wasn't just the stars. I couldn't understand why I was a little kid reaching up in the bathroom sink why the water was soft and the porcelain was hard. And I just couldn't get enough of it. And yeah, as a female, I ran into people that didn't know why I wanted to do that, but I did. And I just was bit by the bug of science at a very young age. And I love it when other people get that. So when I think about science, when I think about doing science, I'm gonna let my notes here. I have in mind that there's one part is just the beauty of it. Getting lost in the stars, an equation like the Fermi-Golden Rule. I know you don't know that, but it's worth learning it. The crystal structure, or the growth of a crystal, how beautiful that is. It's just amazing, and it grabs you, and there's always something new to find and understand. And it's the same kind of awe and getting lost in that I feel when I listen to music, whether it's Simon and Garfunkel or Chopin, or watch, or look at art, whether it's Andy Warhol or Monet. It's all that beauty that we can reach out to, learning new languages. We're all wrapped in together in that. But one step further, as I started learning more and more about science, I realized another beauty. That is when science worked with engineering and all these other areas, and what we could do for ourselves. My favorite example is my cell phone. 25 years ago, most of these materials didn't exist. Science brought us there, and the engineers helped us get there, and the psychologists helped us know which was more entertaining, and the artists make it look good, and we work together to give us a better society. Furthermore, just over 100 years ago, Einstein realized that Newton's laws of physics didn't account for everything. It accounted for most of what he saw in gravity, but not everything. And that's when Albert Einstein, came up with the general theory of relativity. It was all about curved space. And it seems like playing in a sandbox. But in fact, without those equations, your GPS would be pretty useless. So it's just wonderful to see fundamental and applied science working together, working with all of society. And I want to say one more thing that's very, very exciting to me. I love teaching my students. I love when my students, whether in my laboratory or my classroom, get bit by the bug of science and get an idea what scientific method might be. I speak in museums, I go to schools, I give public lectures, I do stuff with little kids, and I see the wonder in people's faces. And I think all of us can do more to reaching out to everyone we can, just so we can understand the joy and the beauty of science and how it makes our world a better place. Thank you, and I love being here.